Alright, so here's a quick repeat. We'll make this one real quick. It's exactly the same as the last one, except I just want to see what would happen if they threw it down. So maybe they're standing on a building or something and they threw this rock straight downward at 20 meters per second. So let's look at that. So if they threw it straight down, the starting speed now is negative 20. That's pretty much the only difference. And then all the math is different, obviously, but that's the only difference, is negative 20 meters per second. So initial speed is negative 20 meters per second. Acceleration is still the same. Gravity pulls down at negative 9.8 meters per second squared. We want to know, we're doing the first one, number one, so 1 second later, and they want to know what is the final speed. So let's go ahead and plug that in. V is equal to VO plus AT is the only equation that works. It's the only one that has these four things in it. So the initial speed is negative 20 plus negative 9.8 times t, right? So a times t, oh, but we know t is 1 second, sorry. So 1 second. And final velocity, there we go. So we got negative 20 take away 9.8, because negative 9.8 times 1 is negative 9.8. Negative when a positive is negative. So there we go. And so, oh, I forgot the zero here. So negative 20 minus negative 9.8. When you have a negative 20 take away more, that's going to be negative 29.8 meters per second. That's a big difference from last time. Last time it was like 10.2 or something because they had thrown it up. Where's the camera? There it is. They had thrown it upward and gravity was taking away speed and it was slowing down. Now they threw it downward. It was already going negative 20, and when you start taking away speed from a negative, you're just gaining more negative, so it becomes faster and faster downward, which makes sense. If you throw it down a second later, it'll be even faster than when you first let it go because gravity is speeding it up. And then of course this one right here, if we do the second part with 3 seconds later, it's going to be the same thing but even faster because it's been a couple more seconds, right? So let's look at that. What's the final speed? If the initial speed is negative 20 plus AT, negative 9.8 times 3 seconds now. And if you remember, 3 times is 29.4. So this is negative 29.4. That's pretty much the same math except it's negative. I think it was negative last time as well. And then this is negative 20. And so now we got negative 20 take away because it's adding a negative. So you're just adding more negative. So it's 49.4 meters per second is your final speed after 3 seconds. So they threw it down at this speed. A second later, it's going this fast. 3 seconds after they threw it, it's going this fast. Of course, it's just going to go faster and faster and faster because once you throw it down, it only is going to gain speed because gravity is just going to speed it up. So that's it, guys. And now you can try your practice problems.